Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your girl Olivia. Usually I host a 10-minute live spark, but I want to ask you something. Today is Friday and I've just been feeling really inspired. When did teaching stop feeling like a calling and started feeling like a checklist? When did the joy building? I talk to every single week, and the number one thing I hear is kids, but I'm exhausted. I'm unseen. I have started. That is the problem I've been trying to solve. And this month, I found a new way to solve it. We made music, and you may have heard talk about the radio, but I wanted to explain it really. Like Fearless Educator Radio exists to bring joy and curiosity back to teaching. It and in April and May, I've created 16 new songs, each one speaking differently to a moment educators and students actually live. These are not corporate trainings or songs, not children's jingles. They are real songs, soulful, rhythmic, culturally alive that make people feel something. Let me just play you a few seconds and you tell me what you feel. I want to know. The first song I want to play for you, man, these songs, all of them come from a story, something I was feeling, um, or as you know, I keep reading stories, I keep going to TikTok, and I hear so many bad things about teachers are going through. Everybody's blaming people, but at the end of the day, we either part of the problem or part of the solution. So the first song I'm gonna play for you is mm, you be that teacher. Will you be who sees beyond that bad student, quote unquote, or that student seems like their behavior problem or they can't learn? Will you be that teacher? Let's take a while.
Will you be that teacher who can see beyond my face, past the walls I built from hurt and all the pain I try to hide away? Sometimes I come in angry, sometimes I shut right down, but every attitude you're seeing has a story wrapped around it now. You look beyond the moment and you called me something more. When the world had labeled me a problem, you still saw what I was reaching for. Don't just tell me answers, help me learn to find the way. Light a spark inside my thinking that can never fade away. Will you be that teacher? Will you be that teacher who reminds me who I am, who helps me see my hands, who helps me see my purpose before the silence through my hands? Don't just feed me knowledge, help me figure it out. So when you're not around me, oh, I can still stand strong somehow. Teach me how to think, teach me how to grow. Be the mentor I've been searching for, more than you could know. Will you be that teacher?
No, sometimes we doubt ourselves and we doubt what we're doing. But at the end of the day, when we went to school, no one really told us about all these other things until we actually started teaching. And even then, when we were teaching, we some of us may have had a mentor, some of us may not have a mentor, and that's why I really feel like leaving the field, within 5 years, because no one what to expect, where to go when you need help, how to figure this thing out versus like a checklist. So this leads to my next clip I want to play, and this is about seeing people. Like we need to see students individually. Don't look at people as a crowd. Let's not assume and make judgments because when people feel seen, they show up differently. When they or even you see them as a person. They show. So I wrote this song when
When
they
people
show
feel
up
seen.
differently. Let's listen to that.
No, I'm happy. Yeah. Walked in the room with my head down low, smile on my face, but nobody know. Carrying pressure I don't ever show. Trying to bloom where the cold winds blow. Teacher tired, but she still gon' stay. Teacher tired, but she still gon' stay. Giving her heart while it fades away. Meetings, numbers, things to display, but who asked if she's okay? Young boy quiet in the back row seat. Whole world heavy, can't barely speak. One kind word made his soul heartbeat. Now he believe he got something to be. Maybe people don't need perfection. Maybe they just need connection. Do I matter here? Can you see me clear? Past the grades, the noise, the fear. Do I matter here? I rise when I'm seen. I grow when I'm heard. Sometimes one kind voice can change my whole world. Seen people rise, unseen people disappear. Seen people rise, unseen people disappear. Frequency different.
Did you hear that? Seeing people rise, unseen people. There's research that shows that when a teacher has high expectations for students, they are in proximity to the student. Why? Because they see the student. They see the potential in the student. Also they are allow more time for the student to think. They give the student more opportunities. Why? Because they see them. And when we see people, and I know sometimes it's hard to see people because we are in a world of a lot of stress. And every day something is hitting us. And it's so hard sometimes just to breathe, just to feel like, I'm human. I have emotions. I feel things. I just go around and I don't seem seen. I think one of our biggest problems with behavior is these students don't feel seen at home, and the only time we see them is when they act up. Versus trying to see them in a different light, potential to see the good in them and to speak to them, that will rise up to the other things. Next song we have example of Learn Like That. Now I made this song because students want to learn, but we got to create the environment so that they can learn like that. Like how should we be learning? And so song is Learn Like That. And we're going to break this down because could you imagine students just feeling this energy?
We walking deep, yeah, the whole squad lit. Every mind got power. We built like this, different views, same goal. We align real quick, turn a thought to a spark. Now it's boom, now it's boom. That's it. We ain't scared to disagree. We just build it up, turn a thought into a spark. Now we light it up. Say my name, respect. Yeah. Ask me, then I step. Okay. Speak up, no stress. No stress. We rise, that's next. I like to learn like that. We lift each other up. I like to learn like that. Failure is not fear. I like to learn like that. Step, I like to learn like that. We show up to grow. I like to learn like that. Name on my lips when they call on.
Man, could you imagine being in a classroom and your teacher played that song before you rigorous? everybody in that class is going to want to learn like that. Name with respect. We in alignment. We discuss. We light it up. OMG. This is my imagination. Seeing classrooms on fire, seeing students' ideas, and it's possible. But everything starts in our mind. And I got some more songs. Okay. Don't stress it. I mean, all of these songs have just been educator.com. All you have to do is just put your name and email, and you'll have access to all of this music to heal yourself. Know that there is someone thinking about you and the work that you're doing every single day. So let's go to the next song. It's easy to learn from a teacher like you. We all can't really learn, but the question is, how are we scaffolding the information? How are we making the learning feel in the classroom? So let's break that one down. To learn from a teacher like you.
You said my name, didn't rush, didn't skip me. Looked in my eyes like you really could get me. Not just the number, not just that kid. You saw potential before I even did, yeah. Came in late, yeah, my work wasn't right. But you stayed on me like you knew I could fight. Didn't water it down, didn't lower the bar. You said, I see greatness. I'm like, who me? Nah. But you kept going, you ain't quit on my pace. Now I'm showing up different, got fire in my face. Now I'm thinking like maybe I'm more than the minimum. All cause you taught like my future was premium. It's easy, easy to learn from a teacher like you. To learn from a teacher like you. See me, now I'm starting to see it too. Easy, easy, you make me wanna follow it through. Yeah, easy, easy to learn from a teacher like Some you. Some folks said just get a job, keep it simple. Small dreams talk, keep your life real little. But you came through with a whole different vision. Talking about purpose, talking about.
Y'all feeling that? Are y'all feeling it's easy to learn like you? Man, could you imagine students coming in singing songs like this where they're feeling like learning is easy for them? Why? Because they have these teachers who see them, who are pushing them, but who also make to them, where students actually see themselves in what they're learning. They see how it applies. Possible to do these things. It just requires us to not look at teaching as a checklist. It is a phenomenal experience, a way to to light kids on fire, because we don't know what it is they're going to get from us that's going to help them in life or in them where they have this love in them that's easy to learn from a teacher like you. All right, let's move on to the next little sample for the new. I want to be that teacher. And what kind of teacher is that? I want to see. Let's talk about it afterwards. I want to be that teacher.
I want to be that teacher. I want to be that teacher. The one you adore. The one that sees you like nobody before. I wanna be that teacher, the one you can trust, the one that lifts you when life getting tough. I wanna be that teacher, yeah, that one, the one who reminds you of who you become. Not just another lesson on the board, not just another voice you ignore. I see the way you sit in that chair, act like you're good, but I know you're not there. You don't need perfect, you need to be seen. Somebody telling you what you could be. So I'm slowing it down, I'm calling you, I'm letting you know you're more than a grade. I see you trying, even when you don't say it. I see your effort, even when they don't grade it. You don't gotta hide, no, not in my class. You safe right here, you safe right here. I wanna be that teacher, the one you adore, the one that sees you like nobody before. I wanna be that teacher, the one you can trust, the one that lifts you when life getting tough.
Oh my goodness. Hey, listen, I promise you, no matter what kind of day you're having to school and you play that song 10 times before you get into that classroom, you're going to be that teacher. One, because these words will be in your mind. That will be the frequency you classroom. See, we have to realize that in the classroom comes from this. It comes from our energy because of powerful energy. And if we're not feeding ourselves with the good stuff of what we want to be, not what it's here. Our circumstances are created in our mind. Yes, there's some rough schools out there. I've been in a lot of rough schools, but you know what? I always saw students, no matter how hard they were. For me, I just felt like there's a child in there crying for help. And I'm gonna seize them. Cause baby, you not failing on me. And I don't see you. I see you as a person that's gonna go out and impact the world in a positive way. And we can make it right now. So you. And I think so many kids feel that people are giving up on them. Parents are giving up on them. I don't want to give up on them. Just don't have what they just don't have. So let's this is a little emotional for me. These songs are deep to me. These are the songs that I wish my teacher was listening to when I was a student. Or if because if they could have played these songs for myself, where would I be? I happen to just make it out. Thank God I did make it out. But I wonder where would I be and in my life if I had teachers playing and hearing and listening to this type of vibration, a healing vibration, a vibration of empowerment. This comes from Fearless. I gotta give a
Take a
little
breath
little plug in here.
right here, right now. This is your space to tune in again, to remember who you are beneath the weight, to remember the work has power because you have power. Welcome to Fearless Educator Radio. Let's align.
Break it down, lady.
I choose joy, I choose light, I choose growth over just getting by. I'm not here just to survive, I'm here to thrive. Fearless heart, steady mind.
Y'all not ready. I choose joy. I choose to thrive. I'm not here just to get by. I'm here. And as I grow, I'm going to make them babies grow too. We're growing together. All right, we got some more songs lined up again. I'm just with the new stuff. We already got 100 already. This is just 16 new songs I just added. I'm just trying to give you a little sample of what we have out there, totally free for educators who are looking to get on fire, who are looking for joy, who are looking for something to help them. And so let's move. Oh, this is a little deep one. Lead the spark. This is we want to uplift these teachers. You got to lead too. You got to listen to stuff that helps not take things personally because we got too many people taking things personally. We got to start focusing on other people and realizing that when hurt and pain and conflict come, a lot of times it's coming from the person inside. We got to exercise that emotional intelligence, exercise patience, and we got to exercise discipline too. So let's play Lead the Spark.
Lead the spark. The room is waiting on you. Stop hiding. Make the mark. Courage first. Lead the spark. Not another policy. Not another scripted remark. If it scares you, good. That's where you start. Lead the spark. Engagement low, you already know. But your PD is the same tired show. Sit and get, same script, same slide. Same teachers with nowhere to go inside. You preach rigor, you preach grit. But when did you last model any of it? You want fearless teachers, be fearless first. You want a thriving school, unlearn the worst. You quote research, good, now walk the page. Have you stood on your own teacher's stage? Have you felt the pulse of your own building lately? Or are you leading safely? They don't need a mandate. They don't need a fix. They need you to trust them. They need you to take the risk. Compliant schools stay neat and clean, but genius is messy, you know what I mean. You want bold teachers.
Right. That one is a little deep, right? We're asking for bold and brave and do new things, but as leaders, we got to lead it. We have to be bold. We have to be unconventional. Sit down and really think about what's really going on. Like, what's really going on? I mean, I ask this question all the time. Sometimes in my household, I'm like, what's really going on with my children? What are they thinking? What are they going through? What are their fears? Because sometimes we're very silent and we don't say anything, and we're like going through the motions. But people could be hurting. People could be distraught. We don't have time to talk. We got to have some talk. We got to have some. So we got PLs talk to people, in small little groups like that versus when we're talking big fat, it doesn't hit the same. So lead the spark. Going down the line. Oh my goodness. I made this called One Sound. How many times I go to education and is a band that comes out to perform, to open up, the part of it times. And every time that band came out, I just started going crazy. I started hitting my and the energy, everybody's people. And I was just sitting there and I was thinking to myself, they're one sound. They're instruments, but it's one sound. Different ways of differentiating. It's like, what is the one sound in our classrooms? Where's the music and sound? So this one's called.
Different stories in the
I want to get to this
hallway,
point.
different rhythms in our walk, different languages we carry, different ways we choose to talk. Some move quiet like a violin, loud like a marching drum. Some still searching for their voice, some already know they've got one. You got talent in your heartbeat, and that power grows in harmony. When somebody truly understands what you carry, who you are. One sound, many voices, one sound. Different colors, different crowns. We rise when we gather around. One sound, hear it move in the ground. Every gift, every dream, find your place in the sound. He sees more than grades and scores. She sees
In grades and scores. The one. Hey, All of this is on fearlesseducator.com. I still got like three more. I'm just trying to give you a sample of all this good stuff because don't let this somewhere where you can have access to it and listen to it and maybe share it with another teacher, with another leader, even share it with a parent, with the student. I have stuff for parents like we're better together. We're stronger together. Especially sometimes we feel like we're in conflict. I don't really think parents want to be, they don't know what you're doing. Many schools are isolated. Parents don't know what you're doing with their child and they only hear about bad things. And then what happens when a person only hears you saying something bad about their base? They're gonna be angry. They're ready to cuss people out. Yes. We just gotta get in the other person's perspective and calm down and be patient. And then a lot of times all of that fire will just come down. I was in a car accident and the guy actually he hit me. I was already overtaking a car. I'm in front of you. He overtakes me while I'm trying to overtake a car and then rolls off into a ditch. And he had like three other people in the van with him. And he gets out and he's just cussing. He's just going off on me. And I'm just like, I just sat there and just let him talk to me because I could have started cussing. I could have been like, you were wrong. I could have did that, but I didn't. I said, let's just calm down. Is everyone in your vehicle okay? The car didn't go off, just a little scratch on the side. I had more damage actually to my car. And I just sat there and I was just quiet. I was calm. And it was telling me to run away. Like, ma'am, get in your car and just leave, ma'am. And I was just like, okay, he can go crazy. I'm okay. And so after a little while, temperament changed. I said, sir, thanks. And then he actually came and sat him in my car. Then he said he was sorry for how he responded to me. Kind of, got on the road with the car. He hadn't had the car for that long, and it was his way of making money. And so he was upset, but he apologized to me. Why? Because I did not retaliate. I did not get upset with him. And we got to practice that. It's sometimes so hard because most of us are walking around like little kids. Most of us, we have this little child in us that never, became an adult. But I kind of, every adult I deal with, I try to do because I think we be good, but again, the world is hard and there's a lot of pressure to do bad and to be bad and to be, um, what's the word I'm looking for? To always kind of be in conflict with each other. So, all right, let me go songs. Let me call it a day. This song I wrote for students. This one is called "The Whole Room on Fire." Like we always talk about, and we sing these kind of songs, but why can't the classroom be hot? Why can't we be on fire for learning and passionate about what we know, and we got a little swag with it? I'm trying to bring swag to learning. So let's take a listen to that.
The whole room on fire. The whole room on fire. Yeah, let's go. The whole room on fire. Say it like you mean it. Say it like you mean it. The whole room on fire. Walked in quiet, head down low. Used to feel like just a number in a row. Same old desk, same old seat. Mine asleep to the same old beat. Then my teacher saw something in me, something bigger than the grades could see. Asked one question, lit the flame. Now my thoughts ain't never gonna be the same. Yeah, we don't sit alone no more. Ideas kicking down every door. Different minds, but the mission clear. Learning loud, a whole room on fire in here. We ain't chasing numbers no more. We building futures, numbers no more. We building futures, that's we came for. Every voice got something we came for. Every voice got something to bring. Every mind got something to sing. The whole room on fire.
The whole room on fire. The whole room on fire. You could just see kids making their own music. There is a tab on fearlesseducator.com song. Hey, share that with a student. You'll be surprised. Some students are geniuses sitting right in front of you. They're lyrical geniuses, and they're just looking for a way to express themselves. All right, I got the spark. You got the spark? Got a little reggae over here. So I got the spark. All right, and we're going to go split it.
Hear me now. Them said the classroom dead, but we know the truth. Every picnic in there got fire, got proof. Teacher stand up, leader rise, we like the flame, watch reach the skies. Yeah, this one for educator, whoever walked in tired and still gave everything. This one for you. Walked in tight, carrying the weight, same old lesson, same old pace, but a question lit the room on fire. Now every hand is reaching higher. Students' skin minds awake. Something shifting can't fake. Started small, but now we know one little spark can start the glow. Feel it rising, no. We not have to have all the answers. We just have to open the door. Let them wonder, let them wonder, let them dream a little more, more, more. I got the spark, light it up, let it rise. See the wonder in their eyes.
I got the spark. Let it light it up. See the wonder in their eyes. OMG. Oh, I said I had two more. Let me just play two more quick ones. Falling in love with learning. Y'all think I'm obsessive. I really am. I just hope that the energy becomes contagious. I want you to be obsessed with it too. Let's fall in love
You know
with
that feeling
learning.
when something finally clicks, when you walk into a room and everything just shifts. Yeah, that's what she did. Walked in thinking it was just another day. Same four walls, same old routine in my way. Then and something lit up in me, broke right through the glass. Not just facts, not just lines, I'm forced to memorize. She made every lesson feel like opening my eye rings. I'm chasing every curious and wonderful thing. Ay. She sees me for who I'm gonna be, not just who I am right now. Every spark she lights inside of me is teaching me to figure out how this teacher got me falling in love with learning again. Every question like a key, unlocking doors again. Mind wide open, I can see what I could be. Yeah, this teacher got me falling in love with learning again.
This teacher got me falling in love again. There's some teachers out there, I promise you, that can make children fall in love with learning. Listen to that song. If man, students don't enjoy learning, listen to that, falling in love with learning again. Listen to what those teachers are doing to help that student fall in love with learning again. This last one I'm going to play is called Show Up. This is for those students. I want you to show up and show out, but show out like you are walking around with this greatness in you, and we gotta unleash it. We gotta help kids realize that learning is not just a curriculum. It's not just learning some facts. You are learning so that you can eventually go to your own university. Your university where you teach yourself the things you want to do and the things that you love. But we gotta, and going to school is foundation. But we're finding we're finding our potential. We're connecting with people who have similar interests. So let's show up. Let's show out.
Alarm clock ringing, but my spirit feeling tired. Too much going on at home, my whole I feel wired. Mama working late, bills stacked to the ceiling. Trying to act okay while my heart's still healing. Some kids laughing, trying to joke on my shoes. Walking through the hallway carrying visible bruises. Teachers asking questions, but my mind full of stress. Trying not to break while pretending I'm blessed. Some days I don't even feel welcome here. Like nobody really sees me when I disappear. But I learned something powerful through all the pain. You can still stand tall when life don't play fair. I know it's easier to stay home, hide from the pressure and the noise. But every step I take forward means I still believe I got a choice. Even when it's hard, show up. Even when your heart feel low, stand up. Rain falling on your soul. Hold on, this your life, don't fall. Stay strong, hey on. Oh, hey, oh. Somebody pray for me to make it. Somebody dream that I would rise. So every day I walk through those doors, I'm choosing not to quit this time. Show up, oh, hey, oh. Show up, oh, hey, oh. Show up, oh, hey, oh. Hey, oh.
What if we just sent that to a student who's missing school? Hey, listen, you're also showing the student that you see them. Oh, here I go. Again, this is another one I made for students. Like, we got to make school feel cool again. It doesn't feel cool, and that's why a lot of people are leaving school and dropping out of school.
Here I
So
go.
here I go.
Here I go. Big thoughts, start slow. Here I go. Here I go. Eyes up, locked in mode. Here we go. Talk deep, let it flow. Here we go. One spark, watch it grow. Walk in the room, energy shift. Teacher threw a question, now we all thinking different. No more sitting quiet, no more looking down. Every idea matter when we build it now. Boom, hit a sip. Hear the drum, feel the space. Everybody here got something to say. Different perspectives, different life views. One good conversation can change the whole room. I ain't here just to memorize. I'm here to see with different eyes. Think deeper, speak clearer. Every time the spark get nearer. Here I go.
Here I go. Here I go, man. The student is saying, here I go again. I'm here to here I go. All right. So, um, Juneteenth, I'm hosting a special edition of Spark Live. And this edition is around this topic of when learning feels alive. And I'm going to play a song on that that's going to play for the full song, but I want to give you a little sample of it because this song right here is making me cry. Like this song right here makes me want to support teachers more. It makes me want to say, how can I help them have learning experiences? Well, when students are learning, it makes them feel alive. Make them feel like they're not just recalling or mimicking. It's giving their spirit something that brings life to them. That's powerful. So
When
let's take a
learning
listen to
feels
that.
alive, oh, hey, yeah. Oh, feels alive, feels alive, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Somewhere between the pressure and trying to keep that pace, we forgot what it sounded like when wonder filled the space. Kids stop raising their hands up, teachers stop feeling seen. Everybody just surviving inside somebody else's dream. Trying to hold it together, trying to give what we can. But deep inside we've been searching for something real again. Maybe learning was never meant to feel this heavy all the time. Maybe hearts were made to open before we ask minds to climb. That's when learning feels alive, when every voice can finally rise, when curiosity opens the door and students see themselves inside. That's when learning feels alive, more than standards, more than grades. It's connection, hope, and meaning being built inside the space. Hey, learning feels alive. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Some kids walking, carrying battles nobody else can see.
OMG. When learning feels alive. Imagine playing that at the beginning of every class. It's just going to change the energy because all of this music has healing frequency embedded in it. It's actually going to make your body feel better. Just the music, the healing. We have so many people that are really in pain and they just need some healing. And one of the ways we wanted to bring some healing was through music. So there are 16 songs from April and May alone, songs for students who feel invisible, teachers who are almost out of gas, songs for leaders who need to hear the truth, songs that sound like Afro beats, rage, up and bounce, because our educators and students are sound. They are all of it. And Fearless Educator Radio exists to put this music directly into classrooms, conference rooms, and morning routines. And it is free to the link is in the comments below. If this moved you, please subscribe. Please go and listen to this music. If you know a teacher who needs this, share it. If you lead a school staff to feel this, send it to every educator in your building today. Fearlesseducator.com. One final, just the truth. The research is clear. Joy increases learning. Wonder increases engagement. Belonging increases everything. We did not lose those things because educators stopped caring. We lost, nobody was putting them back. This is what Fearless Educator Radio is. So see you on the inside. Thanks for tuning in to today's live.